loving memory of the veterans who sacrificed their lives in Vietnam, I will present you with some statistics from this calamity. 58,135 Americans are officially acknowledged as being killed in the Vietnam War. More than half of Americans personally knew someone who had been killed or wounded in Vietnam. 304,704 men wounded and 153,329 of whom required hospital care. 33,000 left paralyzed and some of 6,655 lost limbs in Vietnam. By the end of the war, about 1.5 million Vietnamese had been killed and estimated 600,000 died from the U.S. bombing raids. The average age of those who died in the Vietnam War was 19 and 20, and some had children who would never knew their death. All right, now I'll be interviewing 3 sources, starting with the combat nurse. How would you describe your experience?
Well, first off, I can only imagine the pain that those men must have endured. And looking back at the gruesome wounds that they had, I don't believe I can ever forget the sight of something like that.
What are some of your thoughts when trying to save someone's life?
Well, the feeling of pressure is extremely intense, and as a doctor, you want to save the world, and you wish that you could heal everyone, but the reality is that you can't. The best you could do is deal with the injured man in front of you each time, and the absolute worst feeling is knowing that sometimes there's nothing you can do but try to comfort a soldier as he takes his final breaths.
What would you consider the worst injury you had to treat?
I will never forget the day I was tending to a soldier who had suffered an extreme wound at the back of the head after getting hit by a swinging booby trap with spikes. Looking at him from the front, you would think he was fine, but turn him around and it was a completely different story. One look at him and I saw that he knew the consequence for such a wound, and so I held his hand, and it was pale and clammy, and I looked into his face, and he couldn't have been more than 23 years old, and his final words were to his wife and unborn child he would never get to meet. And I just don't know what's worse, dying or surviving with permanent wounds.
Alright, what made these experiences difficult?
Well, the fact that you have to tell some of them and try to convince them that some of their injuries are unfortunately untreatable. One man, for example, was left blind, and so how do you convince someone who believed that he would somehow recover that he won't? And how can you tell him that if he was going home but would never again see the life that he left, knowing that his last image of legacy is that of war? If you think something like that's difficult to do, just for one man, try for it out.
What about the Vietnamese people?
Well, many of the Vietnamese experienced injuries from torture, and children experienced terrible wounds as well. And what's worse is that most were left as orphans surrounded by destruction. So even though this war wasn't fought in America, do we really want to see this all over again in other countries?
Thank you for sharing your experiences. Now I'll be interviewing my next source, a mother of a soldier who died in Vietnam. Hello.
Hi.
Do you oppose the war or support it?
I actually oppose it.
Alright. And what are the government's reasons for fighting this war?
I think the government's reasons are actually just to demonstrate their war tactics and to demonstrate their utilization and destruction.
Alright. Is there anything else you would like to share about the war?
I think it's very unnecessary and I want to be peaceful protesters.
Alright, thank you. Now I'll be interviewing my last source, a soldier that actually fought in Vietnam. Alright. Based on your past experience, would you re-enlist?
No, I got my leg blown off in a battle, so it'd be a little hard to re-enlist.
Do you feel like the government has supported you after the war?
I mean, they give me $500 a month, so it doesn't cover much, but it's nice. It's nice pocket money.
What advice would you give to new recruits fresh out of high school?
Go to college unlike me and avoid the draft because you can avoid getting your leg blown off.
Thank you for being here tonight and sharing your experiences with us. And now, I want to give a thanks to all the veterans who have served this country faithfully, and hopefully the president could take some of this into consideration when he decides to start another war.